I was the first person to arrive to a terrorist attack incident scene in Kuwait in January 2003. Now, this particular situation involved two U.S. military contractors that were ambushed at a stoplight intersection, at an intersection in a stoplight. And they were both shot. One was unalived and the other was severely injured. Now, at that time, I was a force protection officer working for a company called Combat Support Associates, and our job was to provide security and provide like a military police type role for Camp Doha, Kuwait. So this particular day, I was doing outer perimeter checks with the vehicle. So I was by myself, had a radio, no body armor, armed with an M16 rifle and a handgun. And I was coming back from another site that we had, and I get this call stating that there was a traffic accident involving U.S. personnel. So I was only about 2 or 3 kilometers away. So I responded. Roger that. I head over there, and as I'm about 100 feet away from this SUV that I see stopped at this intersection, and the vehicle looked like it went through the intersection and kind of rolled up onto a curb. And there was already a Kuwaiti ambulance there, which was strange. There was no Kuwaiti police, nobody else around, and the call changed to a shooting, which goes to show you, boys and girls, that when you call 911, make sure you give that dispatcher the proper information to the first responders because they need that information because mean life or death for them. So I was about less than 100 feet away from the vehicle. I stopped. I then grabbed my M16 rifle, quickly scanned the area, get out, and I approached the vehicle. As I'm scanning the area, practice my good situational awareness. I look in the driver's side, and the driver's side passenger had already he's unalive. He was head back, leaning his head back against the seat. Unfortunately, he had been shot in the head and in the body multiple times. I looked in the car door, looked like about, I don't know, 25 to 30 holes in the door. The driver was outside the vehicle being treated by Kuwaiti ambulance personnel or EMTs. And I didn't I scanned my area, kept scanning my area, and there's a berm on the right side, and I assumed that's probably where the fire came from. And I waited for my backup to come, and they took forever. All right, and I don't know why it took them so long because it's not a big place. So I waited for somebody to come. One other person ends up arriving, and I'll tell that in the next story. But hope you enjoyed this. Remember, when you call 911, say the right things. Take care, stay safe.